So my wife is having a birthday. It happens every year, yet I struggle to be prepared for it. I really wanted to build her something nice. I mean, she really deserves it. She does so much for our family, and she is such a good mom for our girls.
Oh, wow.
This project is pretty simple. I think it could be done in a day or a weekend. This could be a nice gift or possibly a project to sell. If you wanted to, I think a mirror or a picture could be added to the back. For this wall hanging jewelry box, I started off with a charcuterie board sized walnut slab that I definitely overpaid for. To get the walnut milled, I ripped a straight edge on it and then ran it through the jointer and planer. After that, I rough cut each piece to length and then cut a 45-degree angle on each piece with my crosscut sled to make a box or a frame. The dry fit always goes so well, but when it's time to glue it up, well, we'll see. For the front pieces, I just wanted a real slight round over, so I just did that with the sander. I'm going to evenly space hooks about where they look like they should go. They're going to be installed on the inside of the box from the top to hang jewelry on the inside, and there will be hooks on the bottom of the box to hang things underneath. Trying to get these holes drilled out would have been really tough to do after assembling the box, if not impossible, so it was definitely something that needed to be done before putting it together. I will get to more on that later. Using a drill press is an easy way to make sure each hole is drilled to the correct depth and it is straight so we don't end up with a crooked hook. Next, I needed to build a jig for the tray. I want to have a tray on the bottom of the box and then one on the top as well. So jewelry, rings, knickknacks, whatever can go in there and not easily slide off and fall on the floor. To make the jig, I used some leftover plywood and made a rectangle the same size I want the tray to be. As long as I can get the backing off in a reasonable amount of time, I really like using the double-sided tape. I eventually need a better hold-down system on this table, but for small projects, the tape stuck to the workpiece and then directly to the table will work great. I centered the jig I made to cut out the trays on my piece of walnut. I stuck it down with more tape and then I used a bowl bit with a bearing on it to route out a shallow tray. After going through this process for one tray, I did the same for a second. Since this piece of walnut had a bunch of cracks and voids, I spent quite a bit of time again filling them in with black Starbond. I found the best strategy is to just keep slowly adding Starbond until it won't take any more, and then you can spray accelerator spray and then sand it smooth. Filling in these cracks on the edge of the tray was definitely a bit more difficult. When it came time to glue this together, I really didn't have a plan and it shows. Okay, so with all the clamps off, I had a box again and it was time to cut some splines. I explained in a little more detail about the spline jig in my serving tray video. It's basically an insert I add onto my crosscut sled. I wanted to make sure my cuts are straight, so I clamp a square to it and use that as a fence. I definitely like using splines. I think they add some strength and they definitely give it a unique look and some added beauty. For the splines on this box, I used some Padauk. I had some thin strips left over from some cutting boards. It was a little too thick and I had to sand a lot to get the fit right. This was another time a drum sander would have been really handy to have. I did make a mistake by not drilling holes before assembly for these brass rods. Using the drill press would have been much easier. They're supposed to stick out the side to be an easy way to hang a necklace, bracelet, or watch. I originally planned for them to be way longer, but I realized that would look totally ridiculous and not be as functional. For my roundover loving friends, I went with your obsession here and added a roundover to these mitered corners. I felt overall the look would just fit better for this piece. Like my last video, I tried something new on the router table. I figured with everything set up correctly, I could cut keyhole slots on this box to easily hang on the wall. I set the fence distance, and then I set the bit height. All right, I got these two lines. I got the 2 stop blocks, so it's going to cut in, across, and back, and up. Alrighty, I like it. Now to make the same cut on this side. This finish I'm applying is Atomic Finishes wood oil.
Can I open this?
Dad made this one.
You made it?
Here, you might need some scissors.
It's a
Here, you
dory
have to wear these too.
You being serious?
Safety first.
Why do I have to put these on?
You don't really have to.
Oh, I was like, I don't want to open something that's going to blind me.
I hope it doesn't.
Are you being serious?
No, you're fine.
Oh, wow. Wow, thank you. This is so nice. It's a jewelry.
Wait.
I can hang my necklaces on it and
Bracelets.
bracelets.
This is a good tip if you need to hang something on a wall. Using the blue tape makes it easy to mark where the holes need to be and have them line up correctly. Just transfer the tape to the wall and make sure your screws are level.
That's why I did on the wall.
Nice.
Nice.
What do you girls think?
I like it.
You want one too?
Yeah, me too.
For your room?
Yeah, yeah. I'm so jealous. Yeah, I'm so jealous.
You're so jealous.
Yeah, I'm so jealous. Yeah.
I felt like I budgeted enough time to do this, but between all the things going on in life, I almost didn't finish this on time. I'm glad I did. I'll survive for another year, and now it's time to start planning a nice Christmas gift.